The current tensions between the US and Europe are very different from those of the past. And the reason is quite simple. We've had many fights, and I have written about them in my professional life for more than 20 years now, but all those fights have been about means. They have been about when to go to war, in what alliances, and with what purpose. We have never had a fight about whether the alliance as such between America and Europe is a good or a bad thing. That has never happened before, and we are in the middle of this fight now. I do not believe that the current conflict between America and Europe about the state of the alliance is temporary at all. I think it risks becoming structural, it risks becoming permanent if we don't find the right answers. It's very clear that the American president, Mr. Trump, and the hardliners he has assembled around him in his cabinet feel that the world is one of strategic competition, in which even traditional allies like the Europeans are useful only to the extent and that they contribute to making American great again or pursuing American interests. We, I think, have many allies still in Washington, D.C., including in the Pentagon, in the State Department, and the National Security Council. We need to work with those allies to make the case that America needs Europe just as much as Europe needs America. Will Europe ever be a serious actor in the field of foreign and security policy? For one, I think it already has been, although that has been true in exceptional cases like the negotiation of the Iran agreement. I think that what we as Europeans need to understand is that our strategic environment has become much, much more threatened. We have adversaries, challengers outside of Europe, Russia, China, Iran, to some degree, even Turkey, which is a member of NATO. And we have enemies of representative democracies and open societies, and yes, of a rules-based international order within Europe and within the European Union and NATO. These are all challenges that none of us expected to be even possible, even 5 or 10 years ago. They have now become very serious, and I think this is the moment for Europeans to understand that we need to bridge our divisions, because the challenges facing us are much more serious than any internal disagreements we might have.